Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the most Chad medium tank in World of Tanks Blitz, and I will explain why in a second. So, whenever you ask someone what is the best medium tank at tier 10, there's always going to be someone who's going to say the STB1. The STB1 is the best medium, and I'm guaranteeing it, 1 out of 5 people is going to say the STB. For some reason, people really like the STB. And it's just interesting for me because this tank, firstly, doesn't have insane DPM. If you compare this tank to most other mediums at tier 10, you will see that this tank only has 3,350 DPM, which is not much for a medium tank. Even the AMX 30B has more DPM than this tank, and everyone considers that tank to have, not enough DPM at times. The 121B has more DPM than the STB1. So that's pretty interesting to get out of the way, right? On top of that, this tank has a standard 330 alpha, and of course the aim time is also very standard. The 30B has the same, the T62A has the same, but the dispersion level is a little bit below average in my opinion. A lot of mediums have pretty good dispersion levels. This tank is the same as that of the T62A. So then again, this is interesting because the T62A, for example, even has better mobility than this tank when it comes to top speed. Maybe not the power to weight ratio, but the top speed on this tank is 53 kilometers forward. 53 on a medium tank. A lot of heavy tanks have, not a lot, but a few heavy tanks at tier 10 also have 50 kilometers forward. So then again, this tank doesn't have the best DPM. This tank doesn't have the best weapon handling. This tank doesn't have the best mobility. And to be fair, it's not even average. They're sometimes even below average. For example, the mobility is definitely below average. The DPM is definitely below average. So why is this tank so loved? That's simply because of how efficient this tank is. This tank has a very strong turret without a lot of weaknesses on it. So for example, the 30B is going to have that big cupola, and it's going to be a big weak spot on the tank. The Leopard just doesn't have anything. The 121B is going to be, again, a little bit weak on the cheeks, as you all know. The T62A does have a solid turret, but it doesn't have the gun depression. The STB, guys, has 11 degrees of gun depression, 11, coupled with a very strong turret. So this is a position-based tank. This is a position-based tank. You cannot run around in the STB like you would in the 140 or the T22 medium. You come into a position and you use it and you maximize it. You go haul down and you use that strong turret to your advantage because a lot of heavies, mediums, and lights, and sometimes even TDs will not be able to penetrate you. You use your mobility to find that efficient spot at the start of the map, and then you use your turret and your gun depression to absolutely smack the enemy up. That is the main reason as to why people like the STB, especially position-based players. It might not be the best on flat terrain, but a lot of maps have these spaces or areas where you could go hull down and you can absolutely dominate the whole match in. And a lot of STB fans know these spots and they use these spots every single game, and that's why they are efficient and good at the STB, and that is why they think the STB is the best medium because no other medium can fulfill its role. If you look at the Leopard, you can find a lot of tanks that can do similar things that the Leopard does. Right? It has very good DPM and it's fast. A lot of mediums and lights could technically also do that. But no one can fulfill the role of the STB as efficiently as the STB itself. So that's my opinion as to why this tank is so highly rated. So tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section below. And with that, Happy is out, and I'll definitely see you guys next time. Bye-bye.